Members of the Academic Staff Union of Polytechnics at the Osun State Polytechnic, Iree, have protested the suspension of their rector, Tajudeen Odetayo, by the state government. The members who shut the entrance gates of the institution, preventing movement, also alleged the Governor of Nepotism by appointing his kinsman into the position immediately. TVC News correspondent Rafiu Hamid reports.
As early as 7 o'clock in the morning, members of the union had converged on the campus gate, chanting solidarity songs against the action of the state government. The union described the suspension of Dr. Tajudeen Odetayo as not only unjust, but also unfortunate, coming at a time the institution is making some progress. They say the newly appointed acting rector, Mr. Adeyemi, is not the most senior chief lecturer, as stated in the edict of the institution, and alleged the governor of Nepotism.
If the rector will be removed, there are procedures why he can be removed. It is not that maybe you are not taking somebody who is not qualified, everything is not qualified in any way. If the rector is not in office, we have the deputy rector.
The person appointed is not among the first 50 chief lecturers on campus. So the only thing that qualifies him is was as an indigene of Ede.
Their action has also put on hold all academic activities, including the ongoing examination on the campus, and students are not happy.
These has stopped our exam and our academic pursuit, and it won't do well for the students. So we'd like to appeal to the state government and the management to come to a decision as fast as possible.
They should settle within themselves. This shouldn't affect our academic activities at all. Whatever is going on, it should be within them.
The governor had, upon the suspension of Dr. Tajudeen Odetayo, appointed his kinsman, Mr. Adeyemi, to act as the rector of the institution. But the State Commissioner for Education says the suspension is to allow government to investigate the allegations leveled against the suspended rector.
Those people working with him, the committee there, they are the one that wrote the petition. And getting that petition, not acting on it, can turn to be another thing.
The newly appointed acting rector, Adeyemi, a few days ago, vied for the position of the deputy rector of the institution, but lost to Kehinde Aderemi by 51 to 19 votes. The suspended rector, Dr. Tajudeen Odetayo, denied all the allegations of corruption leveled against him. However, a meeting between the State Commissioner for Education and leaders of ASUP in the institution is expected to be held anytime soon, now that the union has vowed not to return to class until government rescinds its decision on the matter. Rafiu Hamid, TVC News, Iree, Osun State.
Joining me for more on this development is the chairman, Academic Staff Union of Polytechnic in Osun State, Fatai Afolabi. Thank you for joining us on TVC News at 1. Well, walk us through the real issues that led to the strike.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Comrade Dr. Fatai Afolabi. Well, it was a surprise to us on Monday when we got two letters from the government. One, a letter to our rector suspending him based on the unfounded allegations of corruption. And let me dwell a bit on that. If a petition is received against somebody, then the next thing, the first thing, according to civil service rule, is to query the portion. Then with the allegation, then you attach it with a query and send it to that person. Then you expect him to respond. Then if you feel that you are not satisfied with his response, that is when you can now say, okay, further actions will be taken. But just gotten a petition against somebody and you now say he has committed that crime without hearing his own side of story, he has never been found wanting. He has never been indicted by any judiciary panel of inquiry, and he has never been queried. So what we said is that, okay, we are not saying this one is innocent, but follow the due process. And the due process is investigate properly. That is one side. Then on the other side, the appointment, it was just it's an aberration, because I don't even know how to put it, but it's an aberration. But the only thing that qualifies that man is that the man is from Ede, and the whole thing we know is a fallout of the deputy rector's election. Our rector was charged with responsibility by the chief of staff that he should make sure that Mr. Kehinde Alabi emerged as the deputy rector. And the rector tried what he could. You know what it takes to emerge as the deputy rector, because the BOS are the eligible voters. BOS members are the eligible voters. And people in these BOS, the members are timber of caliber. They are chief lecturers, the head of department, and the deans of faculties.
All right.
So they are people that can think on their own. You can't influence their decision. And besides that, this one does not qualify at all.
All right, Mr. Afolabi. Okay.
Yes,
in resolving this matter, a meeting was to be held between ASUP leadership and the State Commissioner for Education. That meeting ought to hold on Tuesday. Did ASUP attend that meeting?
Yeah, we attended and we
What was the resolution?
The outcome was we promised them that until they refer decision that our rector is being restored, that's when we can then resume. In fact, in the attendance, we have the membership of our national body at the meeting. So that's the way forward we've told them, and they asked us to put our paper forward. And we've done that this morning, so we're expecting them to respond accordingly.
Okay. In this strike now, students are actually the ones bearing the brunt. Did ASUP consider them before embarking on this strike, because they ought to be taking their exams now?
Yeah, we know that. We feel concerned. We feel for them. But there's nothing we can do, because if we have to allow this aberration to go like that, just because we pity the student, this thing will repeat itself in future. So it will spread across other institutions. You know, the state government are so very, very funny in Nigeria. Only God knows why the people in Nigeria are so they are like that.
But does ASUP have any arrangements, Mr. Afolabi, does ASUP have any arrangements made for the students to take the exams some other time?
Well, the only thing now is for the government to ascend, that is, resign their decision. Once the other one is done, if it is on this morning, then we are ready to continue the exam in the afternoon.
Fatai Afolabi is chairman, ASUP, Osun State Polytechnic. Iree, thank you for talking to us on TVC News at 1.
You are welcome.